Chosen soul, lean in and open your heart, not just your ears, for what you're about to receive is not coincidence and it is not random. This moment has been written into your story before you were even aware of your own name. There is a stirring, a sacred summons echoing through the stillness of your spirit, and heaven has orchestrated this very moment so that you would hear, truly hear, this divine decree. You are not forgotten, you are not lost, you have not been overlooked. Heaven has been watching, not as an indifferent observer, but as an active, intentional force surrounding your life. Angels have stood at the corners of your days, covering, shielding, and petitioning on your behalf. They've seen your silent tears, your unseen sacrifices, and your desperate prayers that felt like they vanished into thin air. But nothing has vanished, nothing has been wasted, everything has been planted, and the harvest is near. You, dear soul, have been carrying weight that few could understand. The burdens you lift each day are not just emotional or physical, they are spiritual. They are heavy with purpose, and the battle you've been facing is not a punishment, it's a passage. You're not in chaos because you're cursed. You're in process because you've been chosen. There's been a deep ache in your chest, a longing that words can't articulate. You've questioned if you missed it, if you took a wrong turn somewhere along the path. You've wondered if maybe, just maybe, your purpose expired before it ever had the chance to bloom. But let me assure you, what is destined cannot be derailed. What has been sealed in the heavens will not be lost in the earth. You may feel broken, but brokenness does not disqualify you. It prepares you. The cracks in your heart have allowed heaven's light to seep in. The disappointments that tried to bury you were actually planting you. And the loneliness you felt wasn't abandonment. It was consecration. You were being set apart, drawn away from the noise so you could finally hear the whisper. You've been asking, pleading for confirmation, for a sign, for some kind of assurance that God hasn't changed his mind about you. And this is it. This word is your signpost. It is your holy reminder that your story isn't over. It's about to unfold in ways you couldn't script yourself. You are being refined, not rejected. You are being molded, not dismissed. You are being equipped, not forgotten. So don't misinterpret the silence. Heaven has not gone quiet because it has nothing to say. Heaven has gone quiet because the words are being written in fire, etched into the next chapter of your life. And that chapter is weighty. That chapter is sacred. There is a shift happening, even now. It's subtle, yes, but it's real, and the enemy knows it. That's why the pressure increased. That's why the attacks became personal. That's why the delay felt like denial, because you are on the verge of divine release. The resistance you've been feeling isn't proof that you're failing. It's evidence that you're advancing. You are disrupting darkness with your very breath. You are confusing the enemy with your persistence. You're still standing even when everything told you to collapse. That is strength. That is victory. And it's time now to rise, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally. There is a recalibration happening in your soul. What once broke you will now build you. What once discouraged you will now develop you. What once silenced you will now send you. So rise. Not because it's easy, but because it's time. You are more than the mistakes you've made. You are more than the pain you've carried. You are more than the names you've been called. You are more than the fears that have whispered lies in your ear. You are God's craftsmanship, fearfully and wonderfully made. You are his beloved. You are his warrior. You are his vessel. There is oil in your crushing. There is fire in your refining. And there is glory on the other side of this test. Stop measuring your life by what hasn't happened yet. Stop thinking God is on pause just because things feel delayed. The promise still stands, the vision is still alive, the assignment is still active, and so are you. Lift your eyes. There is more ahead of you than behind you. There is more grace coming than grief that has passed. There is more restoration waiting than ruin that tried to take you out. You are not who you used to be. Even if others can't see the growth, heaven does. Even if you feel unseen, you are not forgotten. And hear this, the delay has been divine, It has been protection, it has been preparation, it has been God weaving strength into your spirit so you can carry the blessing that doesn't break you when it arrives. This season has taught you things success never could. It has deepened your compassion, sharpened your discernment, strengthened your prayer life, and forced you to lean into God when nothing else made sense. Now you're not the same person who entered the fire. You're rising with new eyes, new authority, new oil. There are doors opening even now, not doors you will have to knock down, but doors that swing open in divine timing, doors with your name etched on them in glory's handwriting. No one can take what belongs to you. What God has assigned to your life cannot be stolen, replaced, or sabotaged. It is sealed, it is sacred, and it is secured in the heart of your Creator. So walk boldly, even if your steps feel unsure. Speak life, even if your voice trembles. Move forward, even if your past still tries to whisper shame. Because this is your time, not to perform, not to prove, but to be, to become the living manifestation of God's promise. You have survived battles no one knew you were fighting, and now the winds are shifting. The ground is changing. There's a breakthrough coming, not the kind you have to strive for, but the kind that finds you when you're rooted in trust. Let this message anchor your soul. You were made for more. You were born for this. The pain has a purpose. The waiting is not wasted. The silence has been sacred. And your breakthrough is closer than it seems. Do not give up now. Do not shrink back now. Do not trade your birthright for temporary comfort. You are not at the end. You are at the edge of fulfillment, the edge of manifestation, the edge of stepping fully into who God created you to be. Let your heart breathe again. Let your faith rise again. Let hope anchor you again, because what's coming is not random. It is divine, and it is yours.